Hey, this is Sarah from Tone Deaf, and I'm here with Amanda Palmer at Big Sound. Welcome.
Hi.
You are definitely no stranger to Australia.
Hell no.
You come it seems like 10 times a year.
Well, once a year, but that's frequently.
Yeah, but it is
I
every
missed
year.
last year.
You missed last year, really?
Yeah, this tour that I'm on right now was supposed to happen
That's
in
fine.
January and was postponed.
Yeah.
So
Here you
it
are.
was hard.
Well, thanks.
I was
for
away
coming
for a
back.
whole.
I know. Did you cope okay with that? No,
No,
no
I hated
Vegemite
it.
for a year.
That was fine. I can't stand Vegemite. But it was hard actually. I really I hate American winters, and I really love it here. And not being able to come was sad.
Would you ever consider moving here?
Yeah.
Really?
I just put a call out on Twitter for realtors in Melbourne.
Did you?
Yeah.
Melbourne is by far the best city in Australia as well.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
So you're allowed to say that.
I'm
People
allowed to
from
say
Sydney don't say that
No,
shit.
they don't, but, you know.
But they don't go around saying Sydney's the best. But people from Melbourne do.
Do we?
Yeah. You're pretty braggy.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a great city. Well, you want to
It
live
is a
in
great
Melbourne,
city.
don't you?
Yeah, well, I also have friends. I have a lot more friends
Yeah.
in Melbourne than I do in Sydney. And that's actually, weirdly, an effect of the Spiegel tent. And I met all these Melburnians in Edinburgh.
Yeah,
and
right.
Because there's this sort of Edinburgh-Melbourne,
Yeah.
train that goes
Yeah,
back
it's
and
true.
forth.
I've had a lot of friends that have
So
worked.
had all of those people been from Sydney, I might have more of a connection to Sydney, but
Yeah.
Melbourne is where all my people are.
But speaking of Edinburgh, I actually want to go back to when you used to busk.
Mm.
And you used to busk and you used to do like your living statue thing.
Yeah?
So did you do that over at the Edinburgh?
No, by the time I went to the Edinburgh Fringe, I was fully a Dresden doll and performing stage musician.
Yeah.
But a little known fact, the very first time I came to Australia, I came as a busker.
Oh, really?
A very convincing Australian statue named Blake, who was busking in Boston, convinced me to travel to the Adelaide Fringe. He was like, "You'll make buckets of money. It's amazing." And of course, I got to Adelaide, and it was terrible, and the busking was terrible, and no one made any money that year. So I actually, after 4 days of busking, just hung it up and went to the beach every day to Glenelg.
It's a beautiful beach.
Yeah,
actually.
and was broke, so had no money to do anything. So
You probably would have been better busking on the beach, maybe. There's
possibly.
Probably more people on the beach than in the city.
It was just, unless busking is hard, so unless you're really gonna make money, it's not worth it to stand there for $5 an hour.
What's
the work
the
is
most
too
you
heavy.
ever made in one busking sitting or whatever you would call it? What do you call it? Like a session?
Yeah, in the States, there's a festival that happens all throughout the summer in a little town called Providence, Rhode Island, and they have this beautiful canal that snakes through the city, and they turn off all the streetlights, and they put metal braziers all down the canal and light fires and turn off all the city lights. So you just get people going down to the canals, and there's music pumped in.
Oh, wow.
And it's really a magical thing. Busking there, where people are just in this magical headspace and wandering around with nothing to do, as the White Bride was the best gig I ever had, and I did it for a number of summers, and those nights I could walk with my month's rent.
Wow.
I could make $500 in a night.
Yeah. And what was your favorite part of busking as well? What did you like most about it? Obviously not the money.
Well, the money was good because it meant that I didn't have to have a shitty job.
Yeah.
And I got to make my own hours and be my own boss and work when I felt like it, and I loved that. I loved being in control of my destiny at 22.
Yeah.
But I loved surprising people, and I loved looking at people.
Yeah.
It was great. I learned so much about what's allowed and what's not allowed because I would stand there thinking, when you're a statue and you just do this, you can just stare at someone.
Yeah, and not get in
Socially
trouble for it.
sanctioned. Pretty amazing.
And not be creepy about it. It's I'm staring at
Well,
you.
or be creepy about it, but it's fine. You're an
feel-
artist.
Do you feel it helped, with your stagecraft, for further with your musical
Totally.
career?
Hugely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps you engage, I guess, with your audience.
Yeah, it also taught me a great amount of patience.
Yeah.
Silent patience, because it's a really interesting job to stand there for an hour or 2 hours and be non-reactive.
Yeah.
To learn that kind of control. And I never went to acting school or music school or school for any kind of performance, but that training to just be non-reactive, especially when people come up and fuck with you, was great.
It's like kind of like a meditation form.
Yeah, it sort of was.
Yeah, cool. Let's talk about your music quickly, because you do love coming to Australia, because we have to get onto the quiz. Who would you love to collaborate with out here?
In Australia.
Yeah, an Australian artist.
Well, the funny thing is I already kind of got my number one, which was Paul Kelly.
Everyone loves Paul Kelly.
He's amazing.
Isn't he?
And we've already played together and done some songs together, which was great. So that kind of only leaves the other one.
Who?
Nick
Cave, of course.
I mean, who
Of
else?
course.
There's Paul
If
and
you
Nick.
guys collaborated, it would be amazing.
Well, we've met.
Yeah.
He's not so much of a like slap happy collaborator the way I am.
Yeah.
I'm a very slutty collaborator, and Nick is very, very, conscious, I think, about who he duets with and who he works with.
Yeah.
So, but that would be amazing for so many reasons. He raised me as a performer. I was sort of at the altar of Nick Cave and as a teenager, and I just saw him speak at South by Southwest, and he was so awesome.
Yeah, right.
And so honest.
Yeah.
And you look at someone like Nick Cave, and they could really be, a pretentious asshole. And it's really nice that he's not.
He's not, yeah.
Yay!
Excellent. Well, now we're going to test your music skills. If you look behind, we've got like everyone else that we've done interviews with. We thought this would be fun for
Oh,
you.
fuck. All right, wait, so who's up there?
Bloods.
All
I don't
right.
know if you know those guys. They're like a Sydney band.
As
They're
long as I
winning.
beat Rainy Day Women,
Yeah,
I'm cool.
yeah. Chance
Does
Waters.
everyone have the same questions?
No.
Well, then that's not fair.
We
What a
did
bullshit test.
we did a few of the same questions with all the hip hop guys, so they could go against each other.
Okay,
But,
wait, so do I have the same question set as any of these people?
No.
There's a band called
We've got
Jackie Onassis.
Yeah,
Are they good?
they're really good.
What kind of music?
Hip hop.
Awesome. Cool.
Cool. So the first question is,
Buzzer?
I'll give you a buzzer too. We'll give you this one because
When I know the answer?
yeah, you've got
Just
a
for
buzzer.
fun?
Yeah.
All
Do you
right.
wanna test it?
Sweet.
Okay, the
that's
first-
just my dress.
Exactly. The first question is,
Feed.
who was the youngest Beatle?
Ringo?
No. It's George Harrison.
All right.
Yeah. Second one. This is a true or false. Seal has produced 3 self-titled albums.
I have no idea, so I'm going to have to guess. True?
Yes. Okay.
Big sound of
now you're now
approval.
even with Rainy Day Women. So this is good. This is good. Okay. Another true or false. Madonna,
these.
Michael Jackson, and Prince were all born in the same year. True or false?
I'm going to say true,
Correct.
because you wouldn't have asked it if it was false.
And for bonus points,
Yeah?
can you guess what year it was?
Yes. So, Madonna put out Borderline in 1982, I think. And she was 24.
Oh.
So, do the math.
A lot of people work it out from when, like, how old Michael Jackson was when he died as well, I think.
Oh, that would work.
Yeah.
Except I don't know how old he was when he died, nor when he died. I'm gonna, so whatever that is, 82 minus 24. Help me out, dude. Do you know math? There you go.
Do you want to buzz in?
1958.
Yeah, that's like 2 bonus points.
Great. I'm now beating Chance Waters and the Bleeding Knees Club.
Yes.
But I'm
you
behind
are.
the major leagues.
All right. Which song has the lyrics? Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so don't confuse them with mountains.
Is that the My Humps song? Give me a hint.
Think booty shaking, hot mama.
Booty shaking hot. Aretha Franklin? She would not sing lyrics that bad.
No, it was Whenever, Wherever by Shakira.
Oh, I don't even know that song.
You don't know it, okay.
Do I get a point for not knowing that Shakira song?
Okay, last one. And you can get bonus points for this too. Who wrote the theme song to Dawson's Creek? Do you know the theme song to Dawson's Creek?
No. I've never seen Dawson's Creek.
You know that one? I don't want to wait for our lives to... No. Okay. Bugger. It was Paula Cole. I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is either, nor the show.
But anyway,
Sorry.
4 points.
Not so bad.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
I'm
good.
at least not at the very fucking bottom.
You're not at the bottom.
I want a point for that Shakira song.
Okay, 5.
Yay!
5. Awesome. Thanks for coming and spending time with us.
I was killed to make you